വെൽക്കം ബാക്ക് ടു ഡൈനാമിക്സ് മിഷനറി ക്ലാസ്സസ്. നമ്മൾ ഫിഫ്ത്ത് മോഡ്യൂളിൽ വൈബ്രേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ടോപ്പിക്കാണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. അതിൽ ലോഞ്ചിറ്റ്യൂഡിനൽ വൈബ്രേഷൻ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു, അതിലെ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് ഫ്രീ ഓർ നാച്ചുറൽ ഡാംപ്ഡ് വൈബ്രേഷൻ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു ടോപ്പിക് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു. അതിലെ ഓരോ കണ്ടീഷനായിട്ടുള്ള അണ്ടർ ഡാംപ്ഡ് കണ്ടീഷൻ, ഓവർ ഡാംപ്ഡ് കണ്ടീഷൻ, ക്രിട്ടിക്കലി ഡാംപ്ഡ് കണ്ടീഷൻ, എന്താണ് ലോഗരിതമിക് ഡിക്രിമെന്റ് എന്താണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു തന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഓരോ തരത്തിലുള്ള എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാ വൈബ്രേഷൻ നമ്മൾ കുറക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഡാമ്പിങ് പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഓരോന്നിൻ്റെയും റെസ്പോൺസിന്റെ ഗ്രാഫ് ഒക്കെ വരച്ച് കാണിച്ചു. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അവസാനമായിട്ട് കിട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നത് ലോഗരിതമിക് ഡിക്രിമെന്റ് ആണ്. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഡെൽറ്റ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ലോഗ് എക്സ് എൻ ബൈ എക്സ് എൻ പ്ലസ് വൺ ആംപ്ലിറ്റ്യൂഡുകളുടെ റേഷ്യോ എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് ലോഗ് ഇ റേസ് ടു സീറ്റ ഒമേഗ എൻ ടി ഡി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സീറ്റ ഒമേഗ എൻ ടി ഡി എന്നുള്ളൊരു ഫൈനൽ ഇക്വേഷൻ കിട്ടി. ആ ഇക്വേഷനിൽ നിന്നും നമ്മൾ ഔട്ട്പുട്ടായിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇക്വേഷൻ എഴുതിയത് ഓർക്കുന്നുണ്ടാവും ലാസ്റ്റ് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ. ഡെൽറ്റ ഈക്വൽ ടു സീറ്റ ഒമേഗ എൻ 2π ബൈ ഡി ഓർ സീറ്റ ഒമേഗ എൻ 2π ഡിവൈഡ് ബൈ ഒമേഗ ഡിക്ക് സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. √1 മൈനസ് സീറ്റ സ്ക്വയർ ഇൻറ്റു ഒമേഗ എൻ ആൻഡ് ഒമേഗ എൻ വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് ക്യാൻസൽഡ് and you will get the final equation zeta is equal to 2pi delta is equal to 2pi zeta divided by √1 minus zeta square. Let us see some problems on this session on the topic of logarithmic decrement. Just listen the problem question as a problem. A vibrating system consists of a mass of 50 kilogram, a spring with a stiffness of 30 kilonewton per meter, mass 50 kilogram, stiffness 30 kilogram newton meter, and a damper. The damping provided is only for 20% of the critical value. Determine the damping factor, critical damping coefficient, natural frequency of damping vibration, logarithmic division, ratio of two consecutive amplitude. So given data is m is equal to 50 kilogram, s is equal to 30 kilonewton per meter, and c is 0.2 cc, or 20% of critical value of damping is provided. That is c is equal to 0.2 cc, or you can simply write it as c by cc, which is called coefficient of damping, that is called zeta. So damping factor we can find out, damping factor we can simply find out 0.2 from the question. Second part, critical damping coefficient. We know that cc is equal to √km or √sm. Here s is spring constant, m is mass. You just directly put the value to √30,000 into 50. The ultimate answer will be 2.4 kilonewton, 2.4 newton per meter per second, or you can write it as 2.45 newton per mm per second. Is it clear? Next one, omega d, that is called critical damping coefficient. Natural frequency of damped vibration. Natural frequency of damped vibration, the omega d, that is equal to √1 minus omega zeta square into omega. So the ratio will be 1 minus zeta square. So omega n is equal to √x by m, or simply you can find out 24.5 radian per second. Just put the value of zeta here and omega n. You will directly get the value of natural frequency of damped vibration, that is called omega d. The fourth question is find out the logarithmic decrement, that is delta is equal to 2pi zeta by √1 minus zeta square. Zeta is given 0.2% or 0.22%, that is 0.2. Just substitute the value, you will get 1.28 is the value of logarithmic decrement. The fourth one, the ratio of amplitude, or xn by xn plus 1 is we can simply write it as e raised to delta, or the value of e raised to 1.28, that is called delta, and then we will get 3.6. Let us see the next problem. Determine the time in which the mass of in a damped vibrating system would settle down 1/50th of the initial deflection. For the following data of mass 200 kilograms, zeta 0.22, s is equal to 40 newton per m. Also find the number of oscillation completed to reach this value of deflection. So here x0 by xn is equal to e raised to zeta omega n ntd, where omega n is equal to √x by m, or the value will become 14.14 radian per second. So just put the value here. You will get x0 by xn is equal to 1/50th of initial deflection. So that is 50 is equal to e raised to 0.22, that is zeta, omega in 14.14 ntd. So simply we can write it as take the logarithm of this equation. Ntd is equal to 1.26 second, or td is equal to 2 pi divided by root 1 minus zeta square omega n, or equal to 2 pi, and substitute the value as zeta is equal to 0.22. You will get 0.455 second. Number of oscillation completed is equal to ntd equal to 1.2 divided by 0.455 second. So 0.55 second, you will get 2.76 number of oscillation. In a single degree, next question. In a single degree damped vibrating system, a suspended mass of 80 kg makes 30 oscillation in 80 seconds. The amplitude decreases to 0.25 to the initial value after 5 oscillations. Determine the stiffness of the spring, logarithmic decrement, damping factor, and damping coefficient. So here given values, m is equal to 8, n is equal to 30, t is equal to 18 second. So natural frequency fn will become 30 divided by 80, that is n divided by t, that is 1.67 hertz will become, and omega n is equal to 2 pi fn or 2 pi nu, that is equal to 2 pi into 1.67. You will get 10.47 radian per second. Omega n is equal to, first question, stiffness of spring. Omega n is equal to root 2 s by m, or s is equal to, you will get 8.877 newton mm, or damping factor. Second one is called logarithmic decrement. Here x0 by x5 is equal to, always നമ്മൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, ലോഗരിതമിക് ഡിക്രിമെന്റ് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, പക്ഷേ 5 ഓസിലേഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ 0 മുതലാണ് തുടങ്ങുന്നത്. x0/x5 എന്ന് എഴുതും. ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് x0/x1 1 2 3 4 5. 0 മുതൽ തുടങ്ങി 5. അപ്പോൾ x0 by x1, x1/x2, x2 by, അപ്പോൾ x1 cancel, x2 cancel, x3 cancel, x4 cancel. ലാസ്റ്റ് s5ലാണ് നിൽക്കുക. സോ റേഷ്യോ എടുക്കുമ്പോൾ x0 raised to 5 divided by x1 എന്നാണ് വരിക, ഈക്വൽ ടു. സോ സിൻസ് x0/x1 എല്ലാം ഈക്വൽ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നമുക്ക് x0/x1 is equal to x0/x5 raised to 1.5. No, that is 1 by 0.25 all raised to 1 by 5, that is equal to 1.32. The delta is equal to log x0/x5, that is log 1.32 is equal to 0.278. That is the second logarithmic decrement, value of logarithm. That is also, third one is damping factor. We have delta is equal to 2 pi zeta divided by root 1 minus zeta square. This substitute the value and find out the value of zeta, and you will get the zeta will become here zeta will become 0.0442, and the fourth one is damping coefficient c equal to 0.2 m omega n zeta, and c is equal to, just put the value to, m is 8 and omega n is 10.47 and zeta this value. Finally you will get the answer. Okay. Next question, again is very important session. You can expect problem in your university examination. A machine mounted on spring and filled with a dashboard has a mass of 60 kilogram, and there are 3 springs, each of stiffness 12 newton per meter. Amplitude of the vibration reduced 45 to 8 mm into complete oscillation. Assume that the damping force varies as the velocity determine the damping coefficient, the ratio of the frequency of damping and undamped vibration, and periodic time of the damped vibration. Given data m is equal to 60 kilograms, stiffness of spring 12 newton for each spring. Combined stiffness S is equal to 12 into 3, that is 36 newton per mm, or 36 into 10 raised to 3 newton per meter. So first one, omega n is equal to root s by m, or directly 24.49 radian per second. And damping coefficient, to find out damping coefficient, x0 by x2 is equal to x0 by x1 into x1 by x2. So x0 by x1 square. So x0 by x1 equal to x0 by x2 raised to 1 by 2. x0 by x1 is equal to x0 by x2 all raised to 1 by 2. x0 by x2 is given 45 by 8 all raised to 1 by 2. You will get 2.37. Here also 2 pi sigma 2 pi delta 1 minus zeta square is equal to log delta. So you can directly write it as log 2.4 137 is equal to 0.864, and substitute the value, you will get zeta is equal to 0.136. And to find out C, you just substitute in equation, this equation C is equal to 2m omega n zeta, m is 60, omega n is 24.49, zeta is 0.136. Directly you will get zero point 0.4 Newton per mm per second, or 400 Newton per meter per second. Next one, third one, the ratio of frequency of damped to undamped vibration. Damped frequency is omega d, and undamped frequency is omega n. So you will get root of 1 minus zeta square omega n divided by omega d, or this term will get cancelled. Omega n and omega n, that is equal to root of 1 minus zeta square, that is equal to 0.99. Next, the last one, periodic time of damped vibration Td is equal to 2 pi by omega d, or 2 pi, substitute the value of omega d, root of 1 minus zeta square into omega n, and you will get 0.259 second. A machine weighs 80 kilogram and is supported on a spring and dashboard. Total stiffness of the spring is 12 Newton per millimeter. The damping is 0.2, C is 0.2 Newton per mm per second. The now system is initially at a rest velocity of 120 millimeter per second is imparted to the mass. Determine displacement and velocity of mass function of the time. Displacement and velocity of after 0.4 second. അങ്ങനെ രണ്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഗിവൺ ഡാറ്റേഴ്സ് എഴുതുക. എം ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 18 കിലോഗ്രാം, വി ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 0.12 മീറ്റർ പെർ സെക്കൻഡ്, എസ് ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 12 ന്യൂട്ടൺ പെർ എം എം, ഓർ 12,000 ന്യൂട്ടൺ പെർ മീറ്റർ, സി ഇസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 0.2 ന്യൂട്ടൺ പെർ എം എം പെർ സെക്കൻഡ്. So C equal to 200 Newton per meter per second. Omega n is equal to root S by m, or root 12 by 18, that is 25.82. C is equal to 2m omega n zeta, that is 200 equal to C into 18 into omega n into zeta. Directly you will get zeta 0.215, or omega d is equal to root of 1 minus zeta square omega n. Directly you will get 25.2 radian per second. Next, we have to find out displacement and velocity of mass as a function of time. For x is equal to x raised to minus zeta omega n t sine omega dt plus 5. This is the equation. At x equal to 0, t equal to 0, x sine phi equal to 0, or sine phi equal to sine phi is 0 at phi equal to 0. X cannot be 0. So x equal to x raised to minus zeta omega n t sine omega dt, or x dot is equal to x raised to minus zeta omega n dt omega n t omega d cos omega t plus x sine omega t. You can directly use first function uv dash, first function, into differential of second function uv dash plus vu dash, second function, into differential of first function, product rule. So directly you can find out x dot, and here just put the value 0.12 meter per second at t equal to 0, 0.12 equal to x omega d. X is equal to 0.0046 or 47.6 4.7 millimeter. So x is equal to 4.76 meter e raised to 0.215 into 25.8 t into sine 25.2t. So x dot equal to x raised to minus zeta omega n t omega dt cos omega dt minus zeta omega sine omega t. Just put the value. Always listen here in the calculation. We will do calculate by using radian mode in your calculator. Just check the values. There will be some variation by using radian and degree. If you are taking degree in your calculator, your answer will be wrong. Okay, you always take care of the unit in your calculator while doing the calculations. Okay. Shift mod radian, you can in your ES991 ES plus calculator, you can use the shift mod radian option we can use, and here x dot we can simply find out minus 8.587. The last question, a gun is so designed on firing on a barrel recoil against a spring at dashboard. At the end of the recoil, allow a barrel to come back to initial position within the minimum time without any oscillation. The gun barrel has a mass of 500 kg and the recoil is 300 Newton per mm. The barrel recoil on the firing. Determine initial recoil velocity of the gun material, critical damping coefficient, dashpot engager at the end of the recoil, Solution: M is equal to 500 kilogram, S is equal to 300 kilogram, X is equal to 1 meter. Dashboard does not operate during the recall. Kinetic energy of the barrel should be equal to work done on this spring. That is, half mv square is equal to half sx square, or half 500 v square, or half 300 into 10 raised to 3 1 square. So v is equal to 24.5 meter per second. Cc is equal to 2m omega n, but omega n is equal to root k by m. You can directly find out omega n is equal to 24.5. Cc is equal to 2 into m 500 into omega n is 24.5. You will get 24.5 Newton per mm per second. Okay, thank you.